Hello, Beez Bladers! Welcome back and welcome newcomers to the channel. Today we have a new kit on the block from Sencut, and with it you get the nice pouch that has the boots with the fur on the inside and a microfiber cloth and a couple cool stickers. But this is what we're here to see. This is the new Sencut Scitus. Would you look at it? Just look at it. And this one is, okay, I'm kind of getting like evening wear. Am I really thinking that? Evening wear type? No, it's a little more slimline. It's going to take a little less room out in your pocket. And speaking of which, check this out. It's a deep carry, reversible pocket clip, and the new pocket clip. That's what I'm talking about. No mushrooms growing in the shade. You have flat screws, and it's inset in the G10. These pocket clips work perfectly. And ooh, look at this. Some nice jimping going on. That is some good stuff. And while we're up in here, we'll take a quick look, give you a little bit of texture vision. This has some nice, very nice texture. It is skin grabby, kind of that soft sandpapery feel. It feels good and it's gripping my fingers. No slippage going on. And here's your blade. Ooh, you thought I was gonna say it. Ooh, look at that. That's a longer blade we have there. I like the looks of this. It's 8 inches overall. Your blade length's 3.49 inches. Your blade thickness is 119 thousandths of an inch. Behind your edge, you're 16, 18, and 16 and a half thousandths. Right there, right behind the shiny part, and this weighs in at 3.2 ounces. So it is definitely a lightweight carry. Now, Sencut broke away from the norm on the steel on this one, and by the way, we're gonna take a look on the inside and take this apart here in just a minute, but this one here is, I was expecting 9CR18 MOV. This one is in D2, and it has a really nice stonewash finish, going one end down to the other. Nice and clean. You only have your screws down here, and then on this side, you can see it's an O-step hell design. This is the first O-step hell design for Sencut, and there you go. There's your D2. And let's see how it feels. Left and right, it's solid. Up and down, it's solid. No blade play either direction. The lockup's right in the middle, right where we want it, and it is centered just like we want it. Ooh, and look at the tip. Just the tip. And for fun, let's see what it does. Oh, there we go. Ooh. Oh, yeah. This has a very nice factory edge on it. It's very clean. Ooh. Very nice. I'm kind of liking the looks of this one. The aesthetics aren't too bad. It's nice and slimline, has that classic blade shape. Well, let's see what it looks like next to the QSP Penguin and the Civivi Elementum 2 button lock. Oh, yeah, look at that. So you have some length going on. Let's put a couple more up here. Here's one we haven't had on the channel in a little while, but everyone loves. You have to love the Spyderco Tenacious. And how about this one? A Sencut, another Sencut, the Sencut Chiral. And while we have Sencut up here, let me put another one up here. Here's the Sencut Netches. Okay, so I thought the Sencut Netches was gonna be a little closer, but you have a totally, not totally, but a very different style to it. This one kind of comes down, has a little more belly, but then it doesn't. I would say, I would call this one, the new one, the Scitus, S-C-I-T-U-S, a little more flat back. It's not flat back, but you know what, you get the gist. This one here doesn't have a swedge and is a full flat grind, whereas this one does have a swedge coming across the top, which does give it a very nice look. But I digress. Let's put a couple more quick ones up here for you to check out. How about the Kershaw Leak and the Petrified Fish PF818. Okay, I was going for this blade shape look. I think I've narrowed it down. There we go. So if you have a PF818, you're right in that territory. And one more, how about the KIZER Beg Lighter 2? That's what I'm talking about. So there you go. There you go, little fella. I would say that this is kind of Sencut's answer to the Beg Lighter 2. They are pretty darn close. I have them pivot to pivot. And blade size, it has a bigger blade, considerably. Oh, your Schwartz appears to be bigger than mine. It does have more of a blade going on. The handle's a little bit bigger. Now, as far as your handle thickness, this is what it looks like next to the QSP Penguin. And it's just a hair bit thinner, just a wee bit. But there you are next to the Penguin. Now, for your action, push button comes slapping out. I mean, it's slapping. Whoo, man, I like this blade. Ooh, it's very pointy. And, oh, okay, we have a good pass through. Easy to get to that lock bar. Perfect, softer jimping inside there. Look at that, how easy. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And hold on. I'm getting ahead of myself. Yep, we have a perfect light switch going on. Now for your action, let's see. Just giving it a little help with gravity. One little start and it's coming down. And I bet it's going to be even smoother after we take it apart. Maybe put a couple drops of KPL in there. Ooh, yeah. It's running on ceramic bearings. Now, as far as, there's no other way to really deploy this. You can't, I mean, you can maybe try to pinch to do a slow roll. Maybe if your fingers are a little smaller than mine, a little bit smaller, but I wouldn't call that a way to open this knife. You pretty much, it is a straightforward flipper. My hand is 4 inches from here to here, 3.5 from here to here, from the bottom of my palm to the tip of my middle finger is 7.25, and just lightly holding it, just very gently. It's comfortable, no hot spots, pocket clips not bothering me at all. And the, whoa. Check this out. Okay, it just went up another 10 points. Total win. Sencut. Mwah. Thank you. This perfect jimping that is not aggressive, but it stops my thumb. Look at this. In the classic grip, my thumb is covered. It doesn't stop down here where it's useless. It comes all the way out. And oh my goodness. Okay. I just got a little excited. Very nice. Has good grip for a little bit of pushing. And then for the pull, feels good. No hot spots at all. Oh yeah, that made my day right there. That's good. And then, yeah, you could do a little bit of utility cutting. You'd have to point the tip up. You have to point your tip up just a little bit. You could. This is going to be an all-around good everyday carry knife. This is in that Goldilocks area. 3 ounces, 3.5-inch blade. Oh, mama. And the reverse grip, super comfortable. If you want to hold it that way to slice open some bags or something, that's comfortable. Yeah, okay. And these, oh, by the way, I will have links in the description if you want to go check them out. They run around $46-ish, and it's not, it's like $1.25, $1.30 more if you want the dark green micarta. I bet that dark green micarta looks really good. All right, let's take this apart and see what it looks like, and then we'll come back for final thoughts. All right, let's get in here and see what she looks like, boys and girls. And I'm going from the clip side, by the way. And Friday nights, Beez Blades live at the Hive. I always remember that when I get to a disassembly. Every Friday night, we talk about knives and we talk about all kinds of fun stuff, new knives that are coming out. And definitely don't miss it. 8:15 to 11:15 p.m. Eastern Time, Eastern Daylight or Standard, whatever it is, Eastern Time. And we do giveaways. Did I say that? We do giveaways. We have so much fun. There's the inside of the scale. And I have some 90% alcohol on a rag. Just get a rag that doesn't have a lot of, debris, a lot of fuzz to it. Or make sure it's not covered in cat hair. And Bentley the cat usually makes an appearance every Friday night. He's skipped a couple, but this is what the scales look like. They're practically weightless. They don't weigh anything. And here's a look at our ceramic bearings. There you go. I got to get my bearings. And there's your detent hole, and you can see a little detent track right there, a little circle going on. And it is, wow, super, super clean. There's a look at your Now you can see the bearings are open. The opened end is facing the blade. You can always put them back just how you found them. This really doesn't need cleaned, but it's such a simple process. Now let's see, what is keeping our pivot from spinning? Do we have a notch? What do we have going on here? Let's see. I don't see a notch. So no notchy notch. And do we have a D? We're looking for a D. There is no D going on. So this has the possibility of spinning on you when you take it apart. As far as I can tell, I mean, it didn't give me any issues, but that is something to keep in mind. That might have been something they did to save a couple bucks, but as far as I can tell, nothing is keeping our pivot from spinning on us. All right, so there's all your parts. There's your little barrel spacer going on. Now you can see right here, we have an internal stop pin built right into the blade, so it's not going anywhere. And that is where that bad boy travels. So let's go ahead and put this back together. Because once I get this together, I'm not going to lie. When I get this back together and we wrap this up, then I get to go have chicken tacos. Just saying. I think I might even be getting the sugar shakes. I mean, I don't know. Do people, yeah, people do get the sugar shakes, but I'm just going to put a little bit of KPL around that bad boy, and then put a little bit on the inside of here, a little bit in there, a little bit in there. I went upstairs when I switched screens here. I went upstairs and helped Mrs. Beez. She's making the chicken taco stuff. I went up there. I shredded chicken and hurried and ran back down here so I could do this disassembly because, well, you know, I don't want to miss dinner or anything. So I'm just putting a little bit of KPL around there, putting this dude on, then putting some KPL on it. So it was pretty dry. I don't know that it had any looby-doob at all going on. So let's put this dude on. And so we don't have to worry about putting our stop pin in because it's already in there. And let's put this little barrel spacer guy on back here. And is that going to be a spot to put a lanyard? Maybe so. I'll probably forget by the time we put it back together. So, put that guy on. So, as you can see, this was very easy to reassemble. And all I had to do is just put a little bit of KPL on the swab. And this is super clean. And I almost forgot. Almost forgot a little drop of KPL heavy. Just a little bit. And I'm just going to put a little bit along the trail here. That'll help that be nice and slickery. Now, something you can do if you have a stonewash blade, you could get a little piece of something abrasive and go around that trail and actually make it smoother. Just don't go out that direction or it'll be showing when you open the knife and it won't look as pretty. All right, let's see. Is it going to go back together as easy as it came apart? Oh, wow. Yeah, you talk about easy peasy, lemon squeezy to clean this thing. Very nice. So let me get my pivot pushed all the way in here. It is not pushed in. Why is it not pushed in? Let me take a look here. Let me do this. Get that click. See? Get that nice click going on. Once you hear that click, you know you've got things in the right place. Now I'm going to push it. Push it good. All right, it looks like we're all coming together. I love it when a plan comes together. But I haven't even had a chance to tell you, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Tell me how your day's going in the comments. And by the way, the links to these knives, all the knives that you've seen in this video, I'm just barely putting that in just to hold it there because it just wants to slide around. All the links are in the description of the video, along with, they will also be in the comments section. So hopefully I'm not going to have any hang-ups and this will go back together. Now, the one thing I'm noticing that it's wanting to slide around on me because while it does click into place, the scales click into place. No, not the scales. The liner clicks into place, but the scales really don't. So I kind of had to hold them there, which, you know, it's not the end of the world. Long screw in the back because that's going to go in that big barrel spacer, dude, right there. And are you going to... I'm screwing it. Oh, screw it. All right. Okay, this is all coming back together. Very nice. Love you all. Love you all. Thank you all for the support that you've given the channel. And I so appreciate you. Me and Mrs. Beez appreciate you all coming to the Hive stream on Friday nights. Let's see how this works. Okay, just a little bit more. And I'm putting my finger on this side. And let me see. You know, it's gripping for one way or another. You tell me, I don't know how, but it is holding on to it. I had my finger over here, but it got a hold of it and then it wouldn't let go. Are we centered? Yep, we're centered. And it is solid. Now, I had somebody ask on the last video, what do you use if your pivot moves or if you have a screw that gets loose? If you have a screw that becomes loose, this is what I do personally. If a pivot begins to walk and the blade gets a little loose on me, that means that I'm going to need something to hold it still. I've heard of people using super glue. I've never tried that. I don't recommend it because I don't know. I've never done it. Now, I use this. I'll use the lock stick, thread locker stick, or I'll use medium. If you want to know for sure, click my link, support the channel. No, but really, make sure if you get thread locker, you use medium. Don't get heavy duty. You can also get some from Orion Knives. It's basically medium thread locker. Now, something that I've been trying lately, and it's been working, and you probably got this with the last faucet you bought, is just a tiny amount of plumber's tape has been working for me on my Spyderco, one or two of my Spydercos. So just thought I'd get that in there. Now, let's check this one out. The action is real. The action did improve. It is a lot more droppy. It is very snappy. It comes down. Look at this. It comes down, hits me in the fingernail. Beware. Be careful. Yeah, so great action. Great ergos. This is a good everyday carry knife. Great traction on the hand with the thumb. That jimping is, love that jimping. So I don't have anything, I guess the only thing would be a nitpick would be how close we are to the plunge grind. You can see the plunge grind stops about right there. So about one or so, maybe two sharpenings, you're going to be sharpening up there, giving it a little bit of smile. $45, $46 knife. Wow. This is a nice one. I can't even call it a banger. It is pretty sleek, and I bet that green micarta even looks better. So tell me what you think about it. You like it? Are you good, bad, and indifferent on the whole thing? You know, I always appreciate your comments. Go watch this video. You're really going to enjoy those knives. And until I see you again in the chats, or in this chat, or in the Hive stream, remember, live life in the present, keep a Band-Aid handy, and don't cut yourself.